Hey, all you zealots and zerglings, it's time for another 1 versus 1 with the Mad Hive. Today's competitors are, down here in the southeast corner, the blue Protoss Spartan. And in the northwest corner, spawning as the red Zerg, it's CorporalCoon. The map is Shakura's Plateau, which is a map I kind of like. It's a pretty big map too, and we'll see what kind of shenanigans these two are going to get to in here. It looks like Coon's going to take a slight early lead in the food supply. And Spartan's going to try to catch up, and no one's building any supply yet. Do we have a pylon going down? An overlord coming out? So we're going to start this game off with an instant supply block. So that's great. Oh, and we're going to go for a 10 pool here for Coon and a 10 pylon for Spartan, which is going to hurt Spartan a bit more because the spawning pool allows the Corporal to get out yet another drone, which he's not yet done yet. He got his overlord started first, so I guess he was doing this intentionally. He wanted to go for a 10 pool, which is a viable strategy, but, well, it's sort of a viable strategy. Against Protoss, I've heard a 10 pool is not that great. The only places I think you'd want to pull off a 10 pool is maybe in a Zerg versus Zerg, and possibly in team matchups where you just want to get some fast links up. And he's going to go for an early gas too. Let's see him get that saturated right away, or eventually. And he's going to get his queen out. Really early queen, but he will start getting up those valuable larva injects, and he's still not saturated this gas, so why did you get it? And it looks like Spartan's going to go for an early expand, deciding he's going for a gateway instead of, say, a forge, because Coon went 10 pool, so he could have Zerglings here pretty quickly, and Spartan could do nothing about it. So interesting that he's going to go for the gateway, but he is going to hopefully start walling this off so he can get his easy expansion. And he is going to be scouting here at the Corporal's base. And despite the early pool, no lings yet, but he is going for a Roachborn, so I guess he's going for early roaches, but oh, and Spartan is not going to scout that. He did not see any of the tech whatsoever. He has no idea what's coming up. He has no idea if the pool's on the way. All he did was scout his location, and he already knew the location. Once he scouted down here, he knew the location because Coon could not have spawned up here because the plateau disallows such ridiculousness. But he did not see the tech, which is probably the only reason for him to go up here at this point. He does not know there's roaches on the way, which is going to absolutely devastate. Oh, he's putting his buildings up here. Why did he put this down here? I assumed he was going for a fast expand, but instead he's putting buildings up here. His front door is wide open right now, and if any push comes, he's toast. And he's just now getting his first zealot. Is he? Oh, no, he's getting his second zealot, but if roaches start coming out here now, he's not going to be ready for it. But no roaches yet. So we got an early pool, a 10 pool, an extremely early roach warren, a early second gas, and no units. No units at all. Coon has not built any units. He's depending on his ability to build an army once he sees zealots right here, because he also has no eyes out on the map. This is the furthest he can see right now. And, well, he's getting an Evo chamber and a lair, and still no units. Spartan, send 2 zealots here. The game's... Oh, well, I guess the queen would stop a couple of zealots from winning the game, but honestly, Spartan could push with just about anything right now and win this game, because we have... He's just super... Well, I can't say super greedy, because super greedy would imply getting his economy up, which... Let's check the income tab right now. They are tied, 19 each, which, when you have no army... And this is all the drones you have right now. That is not acceptable. Does he even have any larvae? He has 5 larvae right now. He should be producing drones. I see no drones. He's not supply blocked. So I don't know what Coon is doing here, but he has 0 army. And then finally he's going to build some roaches. I don't know. He's apparently going for some one-base play, which is going to be suicide against a Protoss, especially if Spartan takes his expansion, which I really would like to see him do pretty soon. But instead, he seems to be, now he's getting a forge. Seems a bit late for that, but he's obviously not going for any sort of fast expand, so now it's just for the upgrades, apparently. This game is just, I don't know what's going on here. It's 7 minutes in and nobody's expanded, which is really going to help Spartan out, because Zerg really got to stay ahead in the macro, and one basing as a Zerg is, in my opinion, it's impossible to do unless you're going against another Zerg, in which case it's almost mandatory to one base it for a while. And now going for the Hydra, this could be a strong play. Hydra's very good against gateway units, but off of one base, and not even, wait a minute, he's harvested this gas and he pulled off of gas? Well, I guess so, but I gotta tell you, Coon, you cannot pull Hydralisks off of one base. I've tried it. There's just not enough gas income, in my opinion. If you want to correct me, anyone out there, go ahead and correct me, but in my personal experience, I cannot one base Hydras. But that's exactly what the Coon is going to do. And Spartan is pushing out with a small force. I don't think this force is going to do it, though. There are some decent roaches out on the map, and it's interesting, he's apparently afraid of some Dark Templar play based off of all this scouting that he's done. Oh, he did actually do a scout. He must have, he didn't see anything. Apparently he just scouted the expansion. He didn't even see these buildings, so apparently he just scouted the expansions. This expansion is not there. Oh, do not get the Stalkers out in front. You want the Stalkers in the back. You gotta get those Zealots out in front. Do not, no, get the Zealots in the front. Get the Zealots in the front. But this is not going to do it. He needs to pull out. This is going to kill his army. He's not going to do it. Although if he gets a queen, wow, that could be pretty powerful. Losing a queen, and he's researching Burrow right now, which means he can't make another queen unless he cancels this. So he's going to be way behind on his macro. And Spartan is taking expansion right now, and that is going to give him a huge lead, despite the fact that he lost his whole army. And we check the units lost. Yeah, he lost a lot, but what did he take out? He took out the queen. And look, this queen is going to have to wait another 40 seconds before she can even start building. Which, a queen takes 50 seconds, so that's going to be 90 seconds. Well, maybe like 80 seconds. Well, the time is decreasing. But he is on one base right now, and what do we got going here? Warping in some extra stalkers back here. He could have used those in the battle. Might have been able to finish this off, although the reinforcing roaches may have taken care of that. It looks like he's got +1 armor. That'll be pretty good, keeping his roaches nice and beefy. Is he building any? He is building 3 Hydralisks. He's building up a lot of gas, but that's because he's not using his larvae that much. And without a queen, he's going to have even less larvae. He's going to start building up a lot of money, which is just going to make him look like he's rich, but it really isn't. That's not true at all. Getting the tunneling claw, so he's really going for the roach upgrades. Did he get roach speed yet? Where's the roach warren? Deciding to go for tunneling claws before roach speed. I disagree with this move. Roach speed is a very, very good upgrade, and burrowing makes you even slower. So he's just gonna have slow burrowed roaches, and there is finally his queen out right now. It's not looking good for Coon here. And what is Spartan up to? He's got his expansion. He needs to get some more saturation on that. He is building probes. And how is this probe? Well, he's still... Ooh, he's a little undersaturated here. I hope it's because he just transferred units. And getting Zealot Charge... I disagree with Zealot Charge. Maybe getting on top of the Hydralisks fast might be good, but I think Blink is going to be a better move here. I don't know if Charge is ever really all that great against Zerg. I haven't really put much thought into it. Interesting placement on this photon cannon. Well, he's got one here, so that would help protect against Mulisks for the most part. They could sneak around, and he has to be aware of that. These photon cannons are only defending like this half of his mineral line and a couple of his tech structures. But he's in better position. He's got an expansion. He's going to get a Robo-Boy up, so hopefully he can get an Observer out to take care of those tunneling roaches that are going to be coming soon, which will make the Hydralisks pretty worthless. Yeah, buddy. Hydralisks can't move while burrowed. I'm not sure if he realized that. He looked like he was going to move out until he realized his Hydralisks can't move while burrowed, and just ringing his base with spores. What is he expecting? Void Rays? That is the only thing I can think of right now. There's no other reason for him having this many spore crawlers. Not even DTs warrant this many spore crawlers, but he is really afraid of the Void Rays. And considering the penchant for lower level players to just mass up Void Rays, maybe he's had some bad history with this, but Spartan's going for a little more of a conventional army, but still going to be a little bit outmatched. And wow, he's really massing up a force here right now. Not sure he needs to keep building an army right here. I mean, he could just easily move it here, and then when he's ready, push out across the map, warp in a couple extra rounds here as he's moving out, and then have them join together here. There's no reason to just keep making this here, because right now all these guys are doing are defending this pylon. If Coon hits this base hard, all these units are going to be way the frick over here. And now he's getting blank. Oh, we're getting +2 armor here for Coon. But no attack upgrades yet, which is going to... Oh, yeah, no attack upgrades yet. It's going to make his army beefy, but they're not going to dole out the damage. And I did see that Robobay get out. Did he ever do anything with it? Did he at least get an observer? He's not done anything with that yet. At least get an observer out. I mean, that's just standard. You can go scout with it, but it looks like... Oh, wow. He's going to try to ninja an expansion. Not even going to go for his natural, which just seems ridiculous to me. And this is not a very big army. I'm not sure what he plans to do with this. This isn't much bigger than the army he had before, so I really disagree with this move right now. I absolutely think this is the wrong move. The army was not much bigger than what he sent in before, and Coon is certain to have a bigger army at this point. He cannot just push against the front door with just half his army. He can't. He cannot. If he wants to try to sneak them in, like with a warp prism or something, yeah, go for that. But do not just take half your army and push right at the Zerg front door. Especially when it's not much bigger than your first attack, which didn't finish him off. He is getting that observer out. I'm not sure what the overseer's for. A bit premature, but you know, overseers are fairly cheap. So, you know, I guess why not? And it looks like Coon's going to be pushing out now. Maybe he thinks that was it for Spartan's army, which this is not much bigger. The only advantage here is reinforcements and photon cannons. But Coon is coming to his front door, and this expansion is now complete, but it's going to be really hard to defend this one. I mean, maybe sneak this as a third could be a really slick thing to do, but not even taking your natural is just insanity, in my opinion. Absolute insanity. Getting a second Robobay, I don't know what for. He's making another observer. So I'm not sure what his plan is with this. I hope he starts getting out maybe some Immortals. He saw the roaches there. Immortals or Colossus. Colossus would also be good, because Hydras will burn up against the Colossus. And with the Thermal Lance upgrade, they do outrange the Hydras, which... Did he get the Hydra range upgrade? I didn't see it, but I could have missed it. Place your bets. Did he get the Hydralisk range upgrade? I'm going to say no. And I would be correct. Again, he's just not sure about this. He is finally getting the roach speed, and now getting out a bunch of lings. Didn't even get Zergling speed. I'm not sure what's up. And now he's going for spines because he's like, oh, I guess there's no air coming. I should get some ground defenses. It's not. I don't really think it's looking that good for Coon. Spartan has made some questionable decision making, but right now, if he just keeps his army together as a big ball, Coon is not macroing like a Zerg, which means he's not going to be able to overwhelm Spartan. So Spartan has got to keep his army together where he is most powerful. He does not have to... Right now, he doesn't look like he has to worry about counterattacks, although I don't think he realizes this. What has he actually seen? Well, he's seen this. So yeah, well, I guess there's not that much to see. And Coon is going to... What, is he moving to defend his expansion? Oh, wait, what's going on here? Did Spartan get a look? Oh, Spartan did get eyes on that expansion, and there's nothing to defend it. And is Coon going to pinch him off? Is that going to make a difference? I don't know, but this expansion is dead regardless. The question is Coon going to try to do anything to maybe trap Spartan's army in here? I don't know if that would benefit him or not. And this base is history, and apparently he's just going to scout with speed overlords. He's getting speed. You get overlord speed, but you aren't going to get Zergling speed? That is weird. And now Coon's down to 1 expansion, and we check the income, and whoa, 17 harvesters 20 minutes into the game. And now he's going to lose his scouting overlord, apparently, unless that was just a misrally. The overlord will look like he'd get a little bit of scouting information, probably not much, though. But Spartan has got him way out macroed. I'd like to see him take a third now. I'm not sure what third I would take. He can maybe take this, but he's going to have to be careful. He'd have to keep his army out here. He does have an immortal here. I like this. He's going to have to get the other immortal out here. You're going to have to get your army out there quick. He can't have his army split up like this. Spartan, you got to get your army together. Spartan, you're going to get your army slaughtered. And he lost all of his zealots. And you've got to get your army all together, Spartan. Oh, you probably could have, with those 2 immortals, he probably could have owned this army. Now I'm not so sure. And he's got a ton of money, too. He needs to be just warping in tons of reinforcements right now. Getting some chrono boost now. How many gates does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 gates. And Spartan, you could probably just push out maybe and kill this army right now. But ooh, he's maybe just let's not get excited. He is getting Colossus out. He's getting Thermal Lance upgrade. Let's just sit back and let him do it. Coon's getting more Hydralisk, which means he is going to get absolutely owned once the Colossus start coming. So Spartan is in a very powerful position. Coon's still not taking expansion. He knows where Spartan is. He knows his army's right here. He's got people watching this front door. Unless there's some sort of counterattack, and is he seriously going to take another ninja expansion? Coon, take this base. It is ridiculously easy to defend right now. I don't know what he's doing, and I'm really not sure why Spartan's got a bunch of zealots sitting right there either. And here comes some reinforcing Hydralisks as they churn along at a very slow rate. And oh, he's gonna get that. He's going to get spotted there. They're photon cannons. That's not going to do him any good, but it's not like he's going to heal up pretty quick. He does have the heal upgrades. And where are those... Oh, there's the Colossus. There's his first Colossus. I think he's got another... There's another one spawning right now. If he can keep these Colossus back, there's no way that Coon can break this, but he's got to make sure his army's positioned properly. Get your Zealots on the ramp. Get the Stalkers and Immortals behind it. And here comes a Changeling, which is not going to last. It is going to reveal that the Colossus is there now. And ooh, looks like Spartan's going to do a push, but this is not going to be able to break this many spine crawlers. I hope, if Spartan, you've got to pull out. The second you see this, pull out. Pull back. Thank you, Spartan. No, pull back. Ooh. Oh, Spartan, just forget about this right now. Just deal with the army in front of you. Push out with a massive death ball. Your Colossi can outrange the spine crawlers, so you just got to make sure you deal with this army at your front door. And does Spartan even know about the army at his front door? He can't really see out there. I hope he at least knows it's there. Could probably pop an observer out here, although with the overseer out there, that could be dangerous, and he can't see anything. He can't see this army right now. Spartan, you can't see the army. Oh, are they gonna pop up right now? Oh, what area are they gonna pop up right now? Spartan, you gotta get an observer with this army, but like I said, the Colossi are defended, and this army is slaughtered. And I think that Roach just got in the range of the photon cannon, but he needs to get an observer with this army. Obviously there's some burrow play going on here, and he's just gonna leave these roaches to... These roaches cause him a little bit of problem. Well, he's gonna reinforce now, and he's gonna move out across the map. I don't think there's anything Coon can do right here. He's trying to get another ninja expansion. Why can't you just take your base? And now we're going for Mutalisk play. He's gonna try to do Mutalisk play off of what I'm still considering one base, because there's no way he's gonna get this thing anywhere near saturated anytime soon. I mean, he really should just take the gas right now because, well, he doesn't really have fuel. I guess he has the gas, he just has no minerals. And Spartan taking a third behind this. I like this. He's sitting right outside the Zerg's front door, and he's taking a third base. This is what you gotta do. And really, get these Colossus up here. Start burning down these spines. I mean, you could just park your army right here or right around here and then just move these Colossi. Oh, no! There goes some transferring drones. And pull those Zealots back. Pull the Zealots back. Oh, you're going to let your Zealots die. Seriously, Spartan, get your Colossi to start working on these spines. And what kind of army does he have right now? Oops, units. We have 4 roaches. 4 roaches. That is his army. 4 roaches, and he's producing nothing. And I don't know what that drone is doing. You can't build a spine off of creep. I am, well, the food supply is 138 to 18. So, yeah, he's got that going for him. And Spartan, I don't know what you're waiting on right now. I guess he's waiting to get his base up, doing a big probe transfer. Yeah, he's getting a position. Just move the Colossi up, start sniping these spines. I mean, he's not making anything right now. There's nothing he can do. Just move the... No, don't just pull... No, don't roll everything forward. No, pull back, pull back. your Colossi can outrange these. You're needlessly losing units. And now he's got a Colossi in range of the Spore Crawler and the Queen. Yeah, pull that. Spartan, you could have just done this with your Colossi sitting back at range. He's lost way too much of this engagement. I mean, yeah, I know it wasn't really going to make that big a difference, but look at that. He almost lost this Colossi. He's got 7 hit points left. That was needless. He was needlessly lost way too many units there. When Coon had absolutely nothing, and now, yeah, I don't know what he's going to do right now. And you just lost your Observer. I want to keep an eye on that. He's going to rebuild a Queen at his expansion. I guess he's going to think about rebuilding. His main is done, and he's about to lose his tech structures, which he's not rebuilding. And well, he's going to grab a lair before his spawning pool goes down, I guess. What he's going to do with that lair, your guess is as good as mine. Obviously, this game's over. We're going to speed this up right now because there's no way Coon can come back from this. Rebuilding his spawning pool, and yeah, this is going to be it. And there's the GG from CorporalCoon. So I hope you enjoyed this, what turned out to be pretty much a rather one-sided battle, and have a day.